Now that you are introduced to what animal husbandry is all about, you have an idea what is the aim of anyone who is into this particular field. Okay. Now, main aim of animal husbandry is increasing the produce, okay, whether it is animal produce, whether it is milk produce, whatever produce that we are dealing with, the production is to be increased. And when we talk about the animal produce, the animal has to be of a good breed, it needs to belong to a good breed so that the animal produce is superior and it is better and it is in plenty of amount. So, the topic that we have now to study is about animal breeding. Inside animal breeding, we are going to talk about inbreeding, we are going to talk about outbreeding, and we are going to talk about crossbreeding. All these come under animal breeding and all these aim at improving the breed qualities, right? The breed is to be improved. It is for breed improvisation. Now, what is a breed? First of all, you need to know that what is a breed of an animal. Breed refers to those animals, or I would rather rephrase it and say that all the animals belong to a similar breed if they have their ancestors common, but from 4 to 6 generations. If the animals which are under consideration, they have common ancestors between 4 to 6 generations, then they belong to a same breed. So, simplest example is the breed of dogs that you have. You have many breeds around you. If you go out, take a stroll, you would find many dogs, many breeds, Labrador, Pooch, Pugs, Rottweilers, what not. There are so many breeds, but why they are a breed? Because they have common ancestor for 4 to 6 generations. That makes a breed, okay. The animals belonging to such generations form a breed. Now, we aim at improving the breeds, okay. We improve the breeds by various methods. Supposedly, you have a superior cow and you have a superior bull in a dairy farm. So, you are going to inbreed them. They belong to same breed. That means the 4 to 6, they are going to have same ancestors. They are belonging to same breed. Then we call it inbreeding. When the male and female which are being bred, they belong to same breed. That means if we go to their generations, we go back to 4 or 6 generations, they will have same ancestors, but the offsprings would be different, of course. So, those offsprings, when they are bred in between, that is known as inbreeding. Okay. Now, this inbreeding is beneficiary if the superior male and female are taken into consideration. But with time, what happens is that if the same breed animals are being bred time and again, it leads to inbreeding depression. Now, what is this inbreeding depression? Here, I would ask you to take your memory back to the genetics, where we said that more and more pure line crosses lead to homozygosity. Now, what is homozygosity? Homozygosity, that means for expression of a gene, we have homozygous locus. Now, when homozygosity comes, because of continuous inbreeding, there are many chances that the recessive diseases or recessive problems that are hidden otherwise, they come into the scenario. The recessive alleles could express themselves, okay. When homozygosity comes, more and more homozygosity comes, recessive alleles could express themselves. And you know, mutations are usually recessive. So, whichever mutations were hidden because of homozygosity over time, they could also show, and that would lead to heterosis, that would lead to inbreeding depression. Inbreeding depression is decline in the good characteristics because of homozygosity arising when the animals are bred within the same breed. Now, how to overcome this inbreeding depression? The method is heterosis. Now, what is heterosis? If homozygosity is coming into the scenario, bring heterozygosity. Now, how heterozygosity would be brought about? When the inbreeding would be replaced by outbreeding. Okay? 4 to 6 generations will not have common ancestors. Instead, the animal which is being bred, the female belongs to some other breed, male belongs to another breed. In the previous case, both belonged to breed A, similar for example. Now it is going to be different. Female would belong to X breed while the male would belong to A breed. That is known as outcrossing, and outcrossing brings back heterosis. Now heterosis is responsible for restoring hybrid vigor. Okay. Now outbreeding's type is crossbreeding, that you took another breed and crossed the individuals, which restored hybrid vigor, which was responsible for carrying out heterosis. Inbreeding depression declined. And apart from crossbreeding, where same species but different breeds are crossed, we have another cross that is type of outbreeding only, that is interspecific crossing. Here it is not breeding, it is interspecific crossing, where we take into account organisms or male and female which belong entirely to different species. Like supposedly the female is a horse and the male would be a donkey. So we are going to get hinny. If donkey is the male and female is horse, we are going to get the mule. So we have the example of sterile interspecific crossing. Okay, they are often sterile individuals. We have the example of liger, lion and tiger. We have the example of mule. These are interspecific crossings. So you get an idea. In animal breeding, we have two main aspects. One is inbreeding and one is outbreeding. Under outbreeding, we have crossbreeding and interspecific crossing, and this entire process is aimed at again improving the quality of the organisms in order to increase the produce. Okay, that is all you have to understand in animal breeding.